So I'm leaving my hotel room today to go to the hospital to get my lungs x-rayed. My cough got worse overnight. I didn't get any sleep. At one point I was timing it, and I'd have about a 2.5 to 3.5 minute of rest, like no coughing. And then I'd cough for about anywhere from 10 to 40 seconds. And it was like that all night. There was probably 3 instances where I got between like 15 and 25 minutes of rest. But then when I'd wake up coughing, and the cough would last for like 5 solid minutes, and I'd be sweating. I had to go to the toilet. I spewed twice because my cough was so full on, and I messaged the doctor, and he was like, look, you should have gotten better with all of the drugs that we pumped into you yesterday. I think you need to go to the hospital, get some x-rays done. So that's where I'm going. Yay. So what does a $2,800 room at a hospital look like? Well, you get a gigantic TV, a view of the ocean across a highway, and a pretty decent toilet and shower setup. So, and food, I suppose, still pretty expensive. I want to focus on getting well, so I thought staying here would be the best thing to do. Okay, so I've just asked for some food, and let's see what a $2,800 room food hospital, what I get. So well, that doesn't really look fantastic, but it is what it is. Some fruit. I don't even know what that is. Yogurt. Actually smells alright. Okay, so let's see what day 2 at the Emirates Hospital has to offer as far as food goes. Alright. We've got a bowl of rice. Wonderful. Pretty sure. Oh, yeah, cool. That looks like beef korma. We have some sort of soup. We have a vegetable / salady looking thing. Vanilla dessert. That looks alright. And I don't even actually know what this is. I don't know. I'll open it and figure it out. Cool. So day 7 or 8 of being sick. Still in the hospital, had a really rough night last night, like not even exaggerating. I reckon I would have been lucky to get 90 minutes sleep. I'm still attached to an IV, and they were pumping some stuff into me till about midnight. So I turned everything off at midnight, like my phone and stuff. And at 1 o'clock, I'd had 3 coughing fits in that hour, like long, probably 5 to 7 minute coughing fits. Doesn't sound too long, but when you're just constantly coughing, it's like I was drenched in sweat. I was like, tears were just coming out my eyes. And then at 2:28, I messaged Andy, and I was like, I just had another massive coughing fit. The nurses came in, put me on a nebulizer. I think I had 2 nebulizers between midnight and 5:30 in the morning. And then at 5:28, I was having another massive, like it was constant coughing in between, but like these massive ones are like just literally like sweat pouring all off my body and tears, and like just can't stop. And it's just exhausting. So at 5:28, the 2 nurses came in, and they were like, you've had no sleep, have you? Because they can hear me barking. And at that point, I was like, can you give me anything stronger? Can you give me some codeine? No, we can't. And I asked the GP yesterday or the day before if he could prescribe codeine, and he said he couldn't. So I just assumed it was illegal here, because everyone I keep asking says no, when I know that would give me some relief. At one point, they were like, I've just been drinking hot water and like honey. And one of the nurses are like, can you just try to not cough? And I honestly wanted to fucking punch her in the face. I had not slept. I was exhausted. I was wrecked. And I'm just like, if it was that easy, do you think I'd be paying crazy amounts of money to be in a hospital right now? Like, anyway, so it was just wrecked. So I was really on the fence about, do I get this flight to Zurich tomorrow? Because if I can't stop coughing, I just won't, I don't think they'll let me on the plane. So I often, when I don't know what to do, I kind of like say a little prayer to my nana and my uncle Tracy, who have both died. I feel like they're kind of like my little guardian angels or something. And I was like, oh guys, can you just help me make a decision? So I typed out on my phone a message to my travel agent. And as I'm typing, I was like, here's the pros and cons of each. Whether it be I fly tomorrow, what are the pros for that? And if I fly in 3 days, what are the pros for that? And through writing that down, I was like, I think I want to give tomorrow a go. My travel agent said to me, you'll need a letter of clearance from the doctor. So I asked the nurse. The doctor came in and he went, yep. He said, there's no obstructions or whatever in my airways or in my lungs. They are seeing improvements. It's not like I have to be on oxygen or anything. And at this point, he diagnosed me with two things. COPD, which is chronic obstruction pulmonary disease, mild, which is not curable, but it's manageable. And to be honest, I've had this cough for 17 years. I mean, it comes and goes. It's actually been quite good the last few years since COVID. And it's good to have a name for it and to know kind of how to treat it. He also said acute bronchitis. And he said, I'm not contagious whatsoever. He said, I'm getting better, but the cough will linger for a while. And he also said, I can prescribe you codeine for your flight. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank fuck. And I've actually had 2 codeine about half an hour ago, which is the only reason I can talk this long without coughing up my lungs. So I'm on steroids still. They're gonna do me in more antibiotics. I'll be here till probably 7 p.m. tonight where they'll just keep administering stuff. I've had more of the nebulizer, puffer, and now codeine. I'm so excited for codeine. Like the relief right now is like just amazing. So anyway, my Uncle Tracy and my Nana came through. They helped me figure out what to do. And my mantra of everything always works out for me, I think, it kind of has, because I was like, if I can't get codeine, I'm just going to be a mess on the flight. And that's just fucking embarrassing. And I'll piss people off and whatnot. So I really think the codeine's going to like drastically help me be able to get through to the airport. And I'm so excited to see Andy. It's been 5 weeks and that we haven't seen each other. And I've been sick for a week on my own in different countries. And like, it'll just be nice to have someone there, to give me a cuddle and look after me. So that is my update. Yay! Getting on a flight to Switzerland tomorrow. Legitimately, there is no way I can go back